Yo, people, what's going on? It's Master S Blast, the best, you know the vibes. Coming back for another strain review, should I say. Please excuse me, I am medicated. I'm a UK medical cannabis patient, but I'm just here to express my personal opinions and review of Ripped Off Runtz. Um, so yeah, that's it, wait. Can you see that? That's their batch number and all of that. So this is from my first month's pack. So these are all from my first, like these are my first opinions of these. Do you know what I mean? Um, and yeah, yeah, they're my first opinions, and it's my first month, so I'm breaking down how I felt. So it's been a couple of weeks, and like obviously I've had some time with it, and I remember how it was when it came and all of this stuff. At a point, I did put some of these in a jar, but didn't necessarily need it because I don't mind if it's a bit on the dry side personally, um, but not too dry obviously, but just a little bit, like nearly just stiff and but it's just well cured. Like you can, yeah, yeah, effectively. So yeah, with regards to the Ripped Off Runtz, yeah, I guess it was fine and yeah, let me break down the review for you. Um, it was nice to actually hit this again because I really did enjoy this and I remember that. Let me give it another smell for you guys, if you must. And what I will do as well, obviously, as you know, there's gonna be some shorts down there. So check the short down there. The short down there will show you what it looks like. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, but yeah, this one, not that much left now. But oh man, this I have to put this up there. This has to go up there. And I tell you why. I tell you why. Wait, give me a little thumbnail. There you go. So yeah, basically that one, it has to go up there because right with regards to it. So I'll break it down first. I'll break it down first. With regards to the lineage of it, so it's runts crossed with jealousy. They do often say as well runts crossed with jealousy runts, which I would presume is runts crossed with jealousy, and then they've just crossed it with runts. So runts, and then they've crossed that runts crossed with jealousy as well. To that, do you know what I'm saying? So overall, yeah, this gives you a mad. It's just it straight through and through. It's like runts, yeah, but it also has a very strong. You know the taste of Gelato 41 when it's got a little sweet twinge on it. Yeah, that one in particular. Yeah, that gelato in particular. Not all gelatos, but that one. Yeah, the little sweet that goes up, and yeah, um, it's got that at the end of a runts, gassy as well. And do you know what? I wrote it down because it was like, right, I remember it, but I'll tell you off the top, it was like a runchy hit when you hit it, and then it's got like there's like a slight gassiness at that point, but then it's got that 41 hit too. At the same time as the run, well, just after the runs hit, but then you got the gas that it breaks into. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and then after that, um, yeah, yeah, that's the wrap up with regards to the inhale. Um, and on the exhale, it's just gassy. It's a lot. It's gassy. But like I do say, that taste of runts and the skittlesy side of runts. Well, I say the skittlesy side, but it's like that stable cut of runts. Yeah, because like I said, with regards to medicinal, they always use the most stable cut of these plants. But that is a great one. That is a great one. And it does come through, and it does have a nice gas. But then at the same time, um, like medically, it's an indica dominant hybrid, And I need those. Those are the things that really work for me. As long as I do like a sativa for other things, but with regards to my lower back pain, indica dominant hybrids are like my, I feel like they're my favorite. And I'd say that because they do offer me the pain relief that I need. But they do often have a little bit of a sweet side coming through from the sativa part as well. Obviously, indica's still sweet, but the sativa side of the sweet, there's a specific taste between the indicas and the sativas, that I've noticed personally always, that I can notice which way it leans, but also from a pure sativa to a pure indica. Do you know what I'm saying? I know the difference between those. So it has it like it coats your mouth with that the 41 finish and a little bit of gas. The genetics on it, obviously in the jealousy side of it, so obviously Runtz, you guys probably know, it's gelato and Skittles cross. But with regards to the jealousy side of it, it is Sherb back crossed once, not to be confused with directly Sherbet, Sunset Sherbet, but that's actually got other things crossed in it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the Sherbet's got other things and it's back crossed to Sunset Sherbet. So it does have Sunset Sherbet back cross. Sunset Sherbet back cross. And that Sherbet back cross is crossed with Biscotti, sorry, which is then crossed with Gelato 41. So that's where the Gelato 41 comes from. Do you see what I'm saying? You following. I like that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me, but got so much content for you. But yeah, that was a really good one. And I did really enjoy the effects, and I still do enjoy the effects. I'm still glad I got a little bit left. So now, with regards to that taste, it's got a thorough taste. So it's like, it does, like I said about coating your tongue, it's like it expands. So it's really hard. I just really, really like it. And I'm definitely going to say, it's hard to say I'll put that on my top 20 on the basis that there's a lot of crosses in there, but it would fit in there somewhere. The same way that I said with regards to the suds, because those two, they stand by themselves on the basis that it is a really nice strain, but it does taste like others. And that's the only reason I'm a bit hesitant as to where I'd put it on my top 20, so to speak. But it is a really nice smoke. I wouldn't say it was muted either. It did smell fresh. I guess it was a bit dry when it initially came. Do you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say dry in a terrible way, but it was a bit dry. I did put it in a jar of a Boveda for a couple of days, but I wouldn't have necessarily even said it needed it. But if you were fussy about stuff like that, then by all means do that. But I still got the effects from the off with that, and I really like that. And that's on my I wouldn't say my hit list, but when it comes to medical cannabis, that is definitely on my list of keepers. That and the suds are definitely on my list of keepers so far. And well, as I'm going through this with you, definitely without a shadow of a doubt, I will be reordering that. It was £85, so £8.50 a gram. Yeah, it reminds me of a few things. So I did have some this thing called Doggy Style by Grandiflora Genetics from one of my homies, and it's got that same classic Z hit when it comes to it. So it does remind me of like a traditional Z, and obviously it's with a 41. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got that whole balance, and that's why I appreciate it, because effectively in my head it's giving Runtz again, and then it's got the sherbet in the back, sherbety gas. That's the last part I forgot to add. The gas is a bit sherbety, so it's a really nice strain. It's heavy on the myrcene, the caryophyllene as well, because it is quite grounding. It's such a grounding strain. I really appreciate this one. Do you know what I'm saying? Limonene is there with the little twinge, and obviously, as we know, that's how it happens. The time that we will consume this now. So evening, it will be, I'd say, from 5 to about, well, 5 till the evening's out. If you had it all night, you could just smoke. You could just vape it all night. Do you know what I'm saying? You could just vape it all night. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got that taste, but it will catch up on you. Do you know what I'm saying? You just have to be careful. And that's the thing, when it comes to vaping as well, it's different from smoking. And I will make a video about that too, for my people that haven't come from a vaping background. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about your 8 milligram vape or your liquid nicotine vape, you know? I'm talking about cannabis vapes. And I've been through a variety of them, and I've experienced a variety of them. So, but with this, yeah, you do feel it, but it is very, very grounding, and I do really, 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 really appreciate it. Yeah, what does it do for me as well? So, with regards to the buzz, like I feel it in my chest. It starts in my chest, and then it gives me like a full body buzz, but then it creeps into a nice sativa. So I do feel like a mind clearing. Like my mind does feel quite clear right now. And I do feel quite good. I feel quite blessed, and I'm always too blessed to be stressed, but I feel quite blessed. So yeah, definitely I would recommend it if you do see it there. I did put the batch number there as well, so just double check that if you ain't got it already. So there you go. But yeah, that one was grown by Lot 420. Also AAAA. Do you know what I'm saying? It is, I would say, AAAA as well. So there you go. But yeah, there you go. It is really good for pain relief on the final full. And yeah, I got a couple of videos coming, the papaya bants and the permanent marker from this month's batch of strains. But I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know how you feel about Runtz, how you feel about gelato, how you feel about the cross, and let me know which one you preferred more, which cut you prefer more. Just give me some info, man. I want to know. Do you know what I'm saying? It does intrigue me. You'll find that out about me in a later video. So make sure you stay tuned. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. It's much love and it's appreciated. Stay blessed, and you will hear from me soon. Master S Blast, the best. You know the vibes. Send that.